Man, the education system is a scam. You know, they you send your kids to school every day and think they're learning something. You think that school is gonna make them a productive member of society and all this other bullshit. Man, all school teach you is rote memorization and regurgitation of false information. They telling you, see, like they telling you information that's not even true, but they're making you remember it so that you can repeat it without even thinking. They don't teach you how to think, they tell you what to think. You know? And people just blindly send their kids there every fucking day. But you know the funny thing about it is, we live in a capitalistic society, but school don't even teach you how to get money. School doesn't even teach you how to play the game that you probably are gonna be playing for the rest of your life. You know, they teach you how to dissect a frog. They don't teach you how to own a home. They teach you the Pythagorean theorem, but they don't teach you how to be self-sufficient. You know, they teach you a whole load of bullshit. They don't teach you things that actually matter. They teach you to go work for these Fortune 500 corporations. They don't teach you how to own stock in these Fortune 500 corporations. You see, if you go around asking most people how to make money, they're going to tell you three things. You know what they're going to tell you? They're going to tell you one, college. They're going to tell you college. They're going to tell you military. And they're going to tell you trade. That's what they're going to tell you. Because that's all they know how to make money. They think those are the only three ways to make it out, to make money, you know? That's what most people think. They don't know about entrepreneurship. They don't know about investing. They don't know about these things. They don't know about making passive income. Look, man, if you don't make some sort of passive source of income, some type of passive form of income, you're gonna work until you die. If you don't make passive income, you're gonna work until you die. If all your income is earned, with only money that you get is from you directly working, you're gonna work until you die. That's just the reality of it, because it's capitalism. It is a certain way. There are more efficient ways to play capitalism. You know, you got people telling kids to go to college. Well, if you don't go to college for the degree, man, go for the social aspect, man. Go to meet new people, man. Go to parties. You want me to pay $100,000 to go to a goddamn party? Are you a fucking idiot? Like, you want me to pay $100,000 to go to a damn party? You don't need to go to pay them damn money to pay $100,000 to go to college just to go to a damn party. You can go to a party anyway. Fuck a party. You know, people just spew shit, man. They don't really know what they're saying. They just spewing whatever they've been told. Because like I said before, they've been taught what to think and not how to think. You know, they don't teach passive income in school. They don't teach minimalism in school. They don't teach self-sufficiency in school. They don't teach any of these things. They don't teach entrepreneurship. They don't teach, what else don't they teach in school? You know, things that actually help you in life. They don't teach living off the grid. They don't teach investing. You know, they don't teach any of these things. Like how, so it's like people are afraid, you know, when they presented with an opportunity to invest, you know, buy stock or something of that nature. They're like, man, it might be a scam. The thing about it is, you've already been scammed with the education system and the 9-to-5 job. People thinking they work at a 9-to-5 thinking, well, one day I'm gonna get rich. You're never gonna get rich just working a damn 9-to-5 and then blowing all the money on some fucking bullshit, some blind consumeristic nonsense, keeping up with the Joneses. You know, you work all this time, you put all this time and effort, stress to working for the man, and then you come home and you blow it on some bullshit. You don't invest, you don't save some of that money and put it in towards some type of investment, some type of asset to where you can make money while you're sleeping. You can make money. Your money is making money for you. You see, a lot of people, they taught to work for their money. No, how rich people get rich is they make their money work for them. See what I'm saying? It's like, it's really weird because, you know, at school, they specifically, they teaching you shit that they want you to know. They're limiting your knowledge so they keep you dependent on their system. Because if you're not dependent on their system and you somehow break free and do some other thing, you know, you buck the system, then how they gonna maintain their power? You know, it's like, but at the same time, we live in an age, in an era that we have infinite knowledge, infinite information at the palm of our hands, that we can learn anything, even things that have been hidden from us, things that we haven't been taught, things that we have been taught to demonize. We could actually look at it through a logical and rational perspective, through a logical and rational scientific lens, and we could dissect it for ourselves instead of just relying on what other people told us. See what I'm saying? That's what life is. I learned a lot of things in life. You know, life when you're growing up, most of it is unlearning everything that you've been taught. Unlearning, relearning. You gotta everything. It's basically like assume everything you've been taught is a lie. Take that logical perspective and then go from there. Because the things that have any substance to them, they're gonna stay. You see what I'm saying? The bullshit, that's gonna get thrown out of the window because you realize that has no substance to it. It's bullshit. This is not logical. So you're gonna do away with it. See, in a capitalistic, crony capitalistic society where there's blind consumerism and more is better and, you know, that type of thing, it's like they teaching you that buying a house is an asset. You know, having a house and a car is an asset. It's not a fucking asset. That's a liability. You trapped in a 30-year contract where you got to pay a mortgage, a set amount of a mortgage each month, you know, a car note, because you didn't buy it cash. See, that's the thing. You're not buying it cash. You're signing a contract. You got to pay a certain amount each month. And you don't know what if you get fired? You know what I'm saying? You don't know how much you're gonna make that next month. So now you're locked in this contract. You can't just pick up and leave because, you know, that's the house that you live in. Because that's the thing. They're not teaching you to rent that house out. They're teaching you to live in that house, you know? You have to live. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're not teaching you the entire story. You know? They teach you that more. See, you'd be better off. Let's say you got a job. You'd be better off living in your damn car for a period of time, saving all that damn money up, and then buying a goddamn investment, buying a fucking asset to where you could make money, and now, or just rent a damn house, or any other thing that's more efficient than a status quo that they teaching you. Anything, like anything else. There's so many ways to live a quality of life, other than this bullshit that they teaching us to be okay with, they teaching us to be grateful for, you know. See, the thing is another funny thing, another disgusting thing. Hell, it's illegal to be poor. It's illegal to be homeless. If you're homeless and you're on the side of the street, under a bridge, whatever, sleeping on a bench, they'll give you a fine. See what I'm saying? It's how the hell I'm homeless, I'm poor, so you're gonna make me pay for being poor. I don't have money, so you're gonna make me pay for not having money. See, that's what type of system it is. It's not about morality. It's not about none of that bullshit. It's not about being a productive member of society, contributing member of society, being moral, being a good person, being an honest person, being a loyal person. It's about money and capitalism in America. See? And it's like it doesn't even pay to be a good person. It's like crime does pay. What kind of society is that? We throw away millions of tons of food every day. There's millions of vacant homes, vacant houses, but there's poor people starving in the street, you know. Poor people starving in the street. It's like you can't grow your own. It's illegal to grow your own food. It's illegal to live off the grid. It's illegal to fucking harvest water, rainwater. Like, well, goddamn, I can't win. It's like you go to their system, you're fucked from the start. If you're not in their club, you're fucked. You try to do your own thing, you're fucked there too. It's like, well, goddamn, I don't have a choice. It's like, fuck. But see, on the other hand, like, let's say that, look at this, check this out. A fine. If you do this, it's a fine. If you don't pay that fine, you go to jail. That's basically saying that this thing is illegal to do if you're poor. It's like a rich guy, hey, that's illegal. No, you got to pay $200 for it. Well, goddamn. If I don't have the $200, only $200 I have is my bills and your rent and, you know, utilities and things of that nature. You can't pay that damn fine. Are you in jail? So are you an immoral person because you're in jail? No. They have a quota to meet to throw your ass in jail. You know why? Because the prisons are privatized and for profit. You know why? Because it's capitalism. Like I said before, not about morality, not about being an honest person, not about being altruistic. Hell, it doesn't even pay to be those things. It hurts to be those things. If you're those things, you get walked over, you get stepped on, you get screwed over, you get butt fucked. You know? You get manipulated, you get scammed, you get conned. There's a reason why there's a reason why crime does pay. It's a reason why people watch these movies and these TV shows about these big drug lords and these kingpins and these bank robbers and these scam artists. You know why? Because they got paid, they got rich. You know? Yeah, you could say they went to jail, but hell, there's motherfuckers that's in jail for not paying a goddamn parking ticket. Motherfuckers in jail for selling a nick bag of weed, trying to get enough money to feed their goddamn kids. You know? Well, shit. What's the point, you know? It's like, yeah, like, either way you go, just to survive and live some sort of quality of life, you're screwed. You go to the legal route. There's only so many legal moves. There's only so many legal moves. Only so many legal routes. And it's the way they had it set up. If you are from some sort of disenfranchised class, yeah, it's going to be that much harder for you. You know, I'm not saying anything's impossible, but goddamn, you know, everybody don't have the same opportunities. Everybody's not the same person. But so you go the legal route, fucked. You go the underground route, the underworld route, the black market, the crime route, life of crime, you fucked. You say fuck this whole society, go off the grid. They're trying to fuck you there too. You're fucked there. What do you like? It's really fucked up, man. It's really fucked up. It's like our way or the highway. That's really fucked up, man. You know, it's really backhanded. It's really like a slap in the face, because it's okay for them. By them I mean the man, and by the man I mean the government, these big corporations, and these banks. You know, it's okay for them to screw everybody over. So it's okay for them to rob, steal, kill, scam, you know, bring drugs in. But once someone else does it, and not from a place of greed, see the thing, they do it from a place of greed and power, you know. They're power hungry, they're power thirsty, you know, hungry for power. But a single person does it for survival. And it's like they're demonized. You know, they're thrown in a cage for the rest of their lives. And, you know, it's like, well, people, you know, the government kill people every day. You know, when these wars, these bogus ass wars, saying it's for fighting for freedom, that's just utter bullshit. You know, they killing people every day. The government killing people every day. The government scamming people and robbing people. They're robbing people with taxes. You gotta pay them your hard-earned money for nothing, so they can back pocket the shit and run out the back door with the money. That these banks scamming everybody. You know? And you got the government bringing in drugs. They bringing in drugs, they selling the drugs. The justice system corrupt as shit. You know, you're looking for justice, you're looking for some type of judgment. If you're looking for some type of divine sense of judgment, it's not there. It doesn't exist. There's no karma. That doesn't exist. You know, this is the world that we live in. It's ugly. It's, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, whatever you want to call it, evil, destructive, manipulative, conniving, cutthroat, backstabbing, double-crossing. It's a dog world, whatever you want to call it, man. That's the reality that we live in. And you can do one of three. You can do three things. You can accept it and become a pawn in it. You can kill yourself, or you can just say fuck it and try to make an impact on this motherfucker some way. You know. It's up to you. You know. At the end of the day, just know this. At the end of the day, you're gonna die. And what would you want yourself to think about your past self on your deathbed? You know, did you live life the way you wanted to live it? The system is rigged for you to be a wage slave. Fuck the system. You know, the system is rigged for you to be a slave to the man, a slave to the system. be miserable, slaving away the rest of your life for nothing, you know, just so they can maintain power, you know. And it's like, people, they say all this shit like they defend the system, you know, like you're getting the ass end of the deal. Like, we're part of that, don't you understand? You work a 9 to 5 for 40 years, pay bills and taxes, and then die. Like, that's a shit deal. That's a shitty deal. That's a horrible situation. Like, fuck that. That's a bullshit. And like, you're supposed to be grateful for that. You know. You know, it's funny because the victims of the system, you know, the wage slaves, the happy wage slaves, they're going around praising and worshiping bureaucracy and, you know, defending a system that's screwing them over. Like, when somebody proposes an alternative to this bullshit system, motherfuckers gonna be like, damn, commie, you're fucking commie. Shit. Or they're gonna be like, how are we gonna pay for that? Or they're gonna be like, inflation, or some dumb shit like, they're gonna say some shit like that. Right? Like, anything that's not the status quo, like, they're gonna say some fucking stigmatized word to shame you. Like, call me, fucking call me. And, you know, that really gets me. How are we gonna pay for that? Gee, I don't know. The same way we pay for bombs, and, you know, the same way we pay for football stadiums, and, you know, the same way we pay for these politicians' 5th fucking beach house and mega yacht. You know, I don't know, man. How we gonna pay for it? I don't fucking know, man. You know, and this inflation shit, you know, you do realize money's the fucking concept. It's an abstract concept. It's fucking conceptual. How do you think they got the money that you fucking use? They printed the shit. It's not backed by anything. It's fiat currency. They did print it. You know what they do with it? They fucking burn it. They shred it and they fucking burn it. They can print more of it. There isn't a scarcity of resources. It's just a very inefficient use of the resources. They throw away the resources instead of allocating it in an equitable manner to people that need it, you know. And the only reason why the poor, the people in the lower tier of this type of society still survive is because of the altruism of a few people, you know. But it shouldn't even be that way, because, like, what's the point of a government, you know? I thought the point of a government was to ensure that everybody has a safety net to live a decent life, you know? It's like you trade away your freedoms for this false sense of insecurity, for this false sense of security, you know? You trade away your freedoms and your privacy for a false sense of security. It's just like, that's fucking slavery, man. That's what the fuck it is. It's slavery. Like, they got, like, what kind of shit is that? Like, they got a quota of how many people get put in jail so they can make money off of them. But, and slavery in a prison's still fucking legal. You can be a blatant slave, you know. That's all I see, slavery. Was in prisons, in these fucking cubicles. It's just it's different forms of slavery. But the thing about it now is your mind is enslaved now. See, that's the thing about it. See, they trying to enslave your fucking mind with fucking these TV shows and shit. You know, school. They're basically just trying to get you to be docile, you know, to be passive about the slavery, to be satisfied within the slavery. They pacify the populace with this bullshit, distractions and politics, and thinking that your vote count, and going around saying it's a democracy when it's a fucking constitutional republic or a corporate oligarchy. I mean, this shit really fascism. It's basically, it's fascism, but it has a little facade over it, a nice facade of democracy and freedom, you know? They give you these little pointless, quote unquote, freedoms, but then when you try to you look really deeply into it, and you try to buck the system, push the envelope, you know, do something different, that's when you really realize, yep, I'm fucking enslaved, the system's rigged, and there's not much, or legally there's nothing you can do about it. That's the thing about it, it's legally. But the thing about it is you gotta remember something. I always like to go to this example. Slavery was legal. So you telling me that the slaves were just supposed to just be like, oh, you know, we're gonna continue to be slaves because it's legal. See, that's the thing. They got you. That's another part of the fucking mental enslavement. They got you thinking that legal means moral. Fuck what the law says. What made the people in power? What made these people in power better than me? What makes them better than me? What makes them better than you? What makes them in charge of you? Brute force, barbaricism. That's what it is. It's not that they're more intelligent than you. It's not that they're more logical than you. It's not that they have your best interest in mind. No. Brute force. We have more guns, more bombs, more numbers than you. That's what it is. It's no different than a gang. The government is a gang. The police are a gang. The army is a gang. The shit they do ain't fucking moral. The shit they do ain't fucking like oh, just because they do it, they get some kind of leeway. They get pass. They get a pass. Nah, fuck that, man. But when you do it, something wrong with it. We're gonna lock you up in a cage because we don't want you providing an opposition to us, to our gang, because our gang is the only gang that shall ever exist. Man, fuck the system.